Welcome to Mudra episodes by Yogic Fields by Anand. So today we are going to see about Vayu Mudra, the mudra which governs the element of air. Please do subscribe and like our channel for more yogic updates, and we'll just jump on to the mudra. So what is Vayu Mudra? Uh, as we have seen earlier, the Panchaputas uh, is present in our body. So this mudra is called the gesture of air, and Vayu defines air and mudra means ceiling. So when we do Vayu mudra regularly, it clears a lot of problems in our body that is related to Vata, that is the air element. Vayu mudra comes from the ancient yogic tradition. So Vayu means air in air in English and wind in Sanskrit. And Vayu Mudra is regularly practiced and it can reduce the excess Vata element in the body. So in Ayurvedic and yoga, excess Vata can cause bloating, gas, joint pain, anxiety, and also the nervous system disorder. So this Vayu Mudra, when practiced regularly, it can seal and also it can calm the overactive air energy. This mudra is also used during meditation, and also it is used in therapeutic yoga, and it is one of the most widely used healing mudra in the yogic tradition medicine. How to form Vayu Mudra? So it is very simple. You can sit in any of the postures like Sukhasana, Padmasana, or Vajrasana, or if you want, you can also sit in your chair. And as I always say, the spine should be very straight. That should be erect. So a collapsed spine basically it reduces the mudra's effectiveness significantly. So you need to gently curl your index finger, that is the air element, and it tip should touch the base of the thumb, and the thumb should have the placement based on the index finger. So that should be very gentle, and you shouldn't be very firm while pressing it. And you can have the remaining three fingers, the middle ring and the little fingers, that can be extended and it can be relaxed. They should be straight, and it should not be very rigid, and they represent the other elements, and those other elements should remain open. So this Vayu mudra, it should be done on both hands, and your palm should be facing upwards, and you can close your eyes and you can concentrate on your breath. This Vayu Mudra is specifically different from Chin Mudra. So the index finger, it should fold down and the thumb should be pressing it. So that's the difference between Chin Mudra and Vayu Mudra. So what does this mudra symbolize? As we have seen all the elements in our hand. So the thumb signifies the fire, that's the Agni. The index finger signifies the air, and it's called the Vayu. The middle finger, it signifies the space, that is called the Akasha. The ring finger, it signifies the earth, and the little finger, it signifies the water. So all these five elements has each and every benefit. When you're suffering from different kind of a problem, we can specifically give you therapeutic mudras based on your issues which you come up with. So Vayu Mudra is specifically prescribed for persons who has higher Vata dosha. So some people, they might feel bloated, or they might have a lot of gastric issues in their body, and they are suffering from kind of anxiety and all those things. This Vayu Mudra is specifically prescribed for them, and it instantly calms down the overactive air in the body. And when practiced regularly, they can get the better benefits in 3 months. So basically, each and every therapeutic mudra, it should be practiced at least minimum for 3 months to get reap of the entire benefits. So what are the physical benefits by doing Vayu Mudra. First one is it relieves the joint pain and arthritis. So everybody knows excess air can cause the cracking, stiffness, and arthritic pain in knee, hip, fingers, and the spine. So when practiced Vayu Mudra regularly, it relieves these kind of pains, and also it eliminates the gas and bloating. So most of the people, when they have little food, or some kind of a water, or they feel their stomach is very bloated, and also there would be a lot of gas that would be releasing. So with this Vayu Mudra practice regularly, it can eliminate the gas and bloating. Next is about the sciatica pain. Sciatica is the pain that you feel on your lower region, behind your buttocks, and you feel on your one leg, and that is uh, basically due to the sciatica nerve. So regular practice of this Vayu Mudra significantly reduces the intensity of the sciatica pain. It also supports your neck and back pain, and each and every pain in our body is made because of the Vayu element. When there is an imbalance in the air element, there is a kind of pain that is created. And most of the people with cervical spondylitis or lower back pain, it is due to the air element that is not properly there in your body. So when practiced Vayu Mudra, it can reduce your neck pain and back pain, and it can also reduce the stiffness in the spinal tissues, and it can make sure you get rid of your back and neck pain very easily. And one more point I need to highlight here is like you need to have a regular physical activity that increases your fire element, and also it reduces your air element in the body. And air related problems can cause you chest tightness and discomfort, and also it causes palpitation. And this Vayu Mudra can help you with chest tightness. And one of the most important point I need to highlight here is like it can help you with the Parkinson tremors. So people who are suffering from Parkinson or like any kind of a tremor, when they practice Vayu Mudra, it can significantly reduce your involuntary body movement that is caused due to the Vata aggravation in the nervous system, and it makes sure it can also slow down your Parkinson symptoms, and it can also slow down your tremors. And practiced regularly, you can feel very comfortable with this Vayu Mudra. So, what are the mental benefits? Till now, we have seen about the physical benefits, and let's talk about the mental benefits and what does this mudra do to your body and mind. First one, it calms your anxiety and worry. So, um, anxiety or worry is basically caused due to continuous thinking of your mind, or any kind of a fear that is in your mind can cause you anxiety, and scattered thinking. What will happen, what needs to be done. So those kind of things can actually create anxiety or worry for you, and doing this Vayu Mudra can make sure it can reduce your anxiety and worry. So especially to the students, when they have a lot of homework stuff to do, or when they have a lot of things to study, they get irritated and they get tensed. So practicing this one can reduce your tension and also your stress. And Vayu Mudra can improve your sleep quality. And if you do practice Vayu Mudra 10 minutes before your sleep, it can make sure you have a complete uh, overall sleep in the night without a disturbed sleep. And also it balances the nervous system. As you know, the prana vayu, it moves upwards. It actually calms the sympathetic nervous system, and also it does a parasympathetic reset, and the nervous system is completely calmed down. And the air element, when it is higher in your body, it can trigger kind of uh, jerk in your body which can disturb you anytime. So practicing this also can calm your nervous system. Next is about the restlessness. So people, they might have 8 hours sleep or 7 hours sleep, and they when they tend to wake up, they feel very less restless. And also people who have also had good nutritious food, sometimes they also feel restless. So this is all about the air element that is not properly circulating in your body. And this Vayu Mudra, when practiced regularly, it can make sure the excess air is like thrown out from your body, and you feel completely calm and energetic. Next is it steadies your mind for meditation. So when the excess air in your body is reduced, the mind wouldn't have a lot of thinking that would be going on, and you will have the stillness. And greatest obstacle for meditation is not having stillness. So when you practice this mudra, you can be sitting in your comfortable position in your meditation, and you can have stillness, and you can practice the meditation for long time. And in yogic psychology, this mudra, when practiced regularly, it can reduce your fear, insecurity, and feeling ungrounded. It This Vayu Mudra, it especially anchors the energy body, and also it reduces the fear-based reactivity as well. So when and how long to practice? The best time to practice Vayu Mudra, as I always say, is it is on the early morning in the empty stomach. So that is when your mind and body is very fresh, and when it is combined with pranayama, it gives you immense benefits. And after meals, you can practice this mudra for 10 to 15 minutes. This is only for this Vayu Mudra and Apana Vayu Mudra that can be practiced only after meals, and other mudras should be given time of like 2 hours after food. And before sleep, also you can practice, and it can prepare your nervous system for deep and uninterrupted sleep. And if you have any kind of a joint pain, neck pain, cervical spondylosis pain, knee pain, you can practice this mudra for like 45 minutes, and it can give you the benefit of reducing your pain. And when practiced regularly for 3 months, it can completely make sure your pain is smoothed out of your body. It removes your lethargy and everything. So after you practice this mudra, and when you're completely all right, please stop practicing with this mudra. You should not regularly practice when your energy element is practiced balanced. So it is not like other mudras, that like chin mudras you can practice anytime, but Vayu Mudra is a therapeutic mudra. It needs to be practiced when there is only a situation, and once it is completely all right, you can stop practicing this mudra. So what are all the contradictions and cautions before you practice Vayu Mudra? As I again say, always consult a qualified yoga therapeutic teacher uh, before practicing any kind of uh, exercise or any kind of a yogic practice, because you have certain medical conditions. You need to have a consultant with a certified professional before you start anything. So this Vayu Mudra, I mean, if you're like feeling lethargic, or if you're feeling very low in energy, Vayu Mudra will further reduce your air element, and you will feel more fatigue. So you shouldn't use Vayu Mudra when you're very low in energy. And next is Vayu Mudra. You can practice. I mean, Vayu Mudra after meals, but you should at least have 10 minutes of gap um, after eating or before eating to practice the Vayu Mudra. Next is about the people who have heavy kappa. So because I mean, when people are like kappa dominant, they are like heavy and built up body. So Vayu Mudra needs to be checked before people practicing with the kappa prakriti. So that can actually add dullness over time, and it can also increase the lethargy. And if your symptoms if it is worsening with the practice of this mudra, you just need to stop and reassess with your yogic therapist whether I can do it. I have this kind of problem, so they can also check your entire history of what is the problems, what the food you are taking, what is your kind of a physical activities you are doing, and what is your sleep time, what kind of a food pattern you have, what is your mindset, everything they will check, and also your prakriti, and they will check and they'll let you know whether you can practice this or like you can stop and you can go with other mudra. And children who are under the age of 5 years, they should not be practiced. Mudra should be introduced only after the age of 15. And people, small students, they can start practicing yoga after the age of 5 or 7. But we should make sure this mudra should not be given to the children under the age of 5. And with therapeutic guidance only, other mudras also should be given to kids, because mudras practice minimum age should be 15. Always talk to your yogic professional and have a consultation with them before you start any kind of yogic exercise. And this mudra should not be done during the high fever, because the body needs its full pranic resource for healing. And when this mudra is done, what it does is like it redirects the energy downwards, and you won't have the body to recoup fully during your fever time. So Vayu Mudra, again, in context, I have compared with four mudras. So basically, with Vayu Mudra, you need to fold the index finger to the base of the thumb, and you have to have the thumb pressed on it. And Vayu Mudra can reduces the excess air, that is the Vata, and it can also reduce your joint pain, gas, anxiety, and also the tremor. Chin Mudra is about touching your fingertip of the index finger with your thumb, and the palm should face upwards, and it is basically used during the meditation purpose. Prithvi Mudra is done using the ring finger that is touching the tip of the thumb, and other fingers they are extended. And Prithvi Mudra is earth element. It improves your strength, vitality, and also your stability. Next is about the Apanavayu Mudra. The Apanavayu Mudra, basically, you have to have the index finger to the thumb base, and the middle and ring finger that should be touching to the thumb of the tip. And it helps you in the heart health and also the cardiac support, and also it is used for the detoxification. So this Prithvi Mudra and Apanavayu Mudra we'll be seeing on the next upcoming video. I'll explain more in detail. And you can practice Vayu Mudra in your daily life, that is after every meal, after 10 to 15 minutes. And it can be practiced for joint pains, and if you're feeling anxious, and also before taking your sleep, you can have this Vayu Mudra practice for like 5 to 10 minutes. That can give you great benefit for you. So I need to highlight a quote here: the hand is the visible part of the brain, and every gesture you make with awareness changes the energy within you. So practice this mudra with the guider's instruction, and you can reap the full benefits of each element that is present in your body. Thank you for your time. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more videos.